Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
No. Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I was gonna say that. No, it's both of you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I once again am typecast.
Oh.
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me.
Again.
Again. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry, got it?
Oh, poor girl. She's like, I'm grieving, I'm starving, I'm having a bad time.
Feels
Yeah,
like
Fair, he also has
both.
Oh,
he's been
Akane,
eating like 4 days.
you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth. Don't call her out, Sonia. No. We've been
That's not very princess-like.
We've been
of you.
chastising the boys all this time for being insensitive to the girls. You can't do this. Oh,
Juan.
who? Oh, it's me. It's Juan. Oh my God, it's Juan.
I knew who it was.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding. I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed up to Grape Tower for Monokuma Tai Chi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning.
We were sleeping on the same side of this funhouse.
I feel like he doesn't remember. Like, how do you not remember
Oh,
that?
yeah,
dude?
I said that with complete wrong tone. I'm sorry.
No, you're good,
no,
don't worry.
no,
No.
it came through
No,
right.
We're
It's-
judging Kazuichi, not
No,
you.
no. I
It's
meant
soda.
like the way that he was supposed, like the line was supposed to be different. Like he was more surprised. I just delivered it flat.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Don't worry.
No, I think it
No,
worked.
yeah.
It
Alright.
it's fine, yeah. There it is.
Don't tell me that you three were together since last night.
And if we were, whatever.
Dumb.
If anything, the Gundam actually should also be upset about the implication that I'd be with Sonia. Oh. Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
I am.
Oh, Sonia.
Wow, Sonia.
I love the way
Well,
she refuted it, though.
Calling him out this time.
I have flexible legs.
But not in this case, Aki. You are also in this context,
I am-
not a woman with flexible legs.
That's very true. My legs are flexible for one person.
There you go.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
Akane.
I love how the camera went up from Akane's legs for this shot.
I
Yeah.
read Akane's line and that's me. With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Akane, you.
Guys, a person died.
Yeah, a person died. A cat is dying.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together. And then the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed to Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke the Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Fine.
This is very important, Akane.
I think Akane is just
I
get it done
know.
because she's angry.
Yeah.
More of maybe hangry.
It's
Yes.
definitely
Yes.
that one.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
That seems a little presumptuous.
I don't think it's that there's no way a chick would. Could, might be. Because of all the people, once again, Nekomaru, big, now robot, extra difficult. Was
I
what?
think her like thing is like the idea of like, if we're gonna go with the idea of like her like southern hospitality sort of, right?
Yeah.
It could be that like women are more prim and proper. And
But
they wouldn't
Akane,
do
I
something
just
like
killed
that.
2 people. She says from beyond the grave.
Brutally.
Yeah, that was.
She was under the influence.
No, she no
Or was
longer
she?
under the influence.
She was partially under the influence.
I felt no guilt.
She was herself.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break y'all in half. I definitely said y'all, sorry.
No, that's
You're
fine.
the cruelest one here.
Adds to the flair.
The Aki came out of that one.
I feel like it would be a part of Akane too.
Ooh.
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Ew.
Why is Chiaki Kris?
That's why he chose her.
That's why, yeah.
I know, but like, of all the girls, she's the most Kris.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
She's the most Kris that
Kim.
ever Krissed.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
She's so right though. That's so.
Seriously, this was a fucking doozy.
Yeah.
And this isn't even that long of a trial, in all honesty.
It's just
It's
that
just-
the it itself
it's
is a doozy.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've already got things open in case we need.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, thank you, Gavin.
And we're probably gonna need.
I like that
100%.
Akane is still psychotic.
Yeah, they don't change
Yeah.
sprites in between, which is pretty great.
Mhm.
The incident should it not be notwithstanding, not notwithstanding? I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
What do you mean, even Miss Sonia?
So that you know why you can't get laid?
This is
It's
why
because
you're
they ship
single.
a Kris.
First you
Maidenless
told Sonia-
behavior. The fuck? What do you mean?
First he implies that Sonia's got flexible legs,
Alright.
then he says that she's a dumb blonde.
Oh my god.
All right, hey, just be careful, Celestia, Gavin.
Yeah, Celestia is a regular, but also again, I've said this every stream for Danganronpa for the last, I don't know, 5 streams. Please do keep inner thoughts. Because
She started a little bit still as Sonia. Y'all noticed that, right?
yeah, I'm stuck like this now. Just
Yeah.
because even if you're speculating with us, we have no way of knowing whether you know.
Right, like, so just...
Would rather
yeah.
let the gamers game and speculate and figure it out. Yes.
That
Or
goes
let
for
us
my
find
side
out,
as well.
especially if it's going to say it in the game. Let us watch.
Let us.
Let us.
Tomato.
Bacon!
Let's go. Okay.
Mayo.
Oh, sorry.
Huh?
Oh yeah,
That's
we're
not me.
all right. We're Dick Nagito.
Yeah,
Huh?
we sure are. I'm a bitch.
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
No.
Huh?
Wow.
I'm sorry. I don't like Nagito, but I love that the game is just doing these. Bang. Go back to him. Even closer. Bang.
What the heck, you guys? The weapon. You can totally tell just by looking.
One more. Damn. I thought we were gonna get a third. That would have been so
I
funny.
love it. I was really hoping that we'd get it to Hajime going, huh?
You can tell
Oh,
what the weapon is
baby.
just by looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. Yeah, for real.
There was blood on
The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably...
The hammer.
But I don't actually think it's the hammer. This feels like a wrong refustion.
not
New
what
looking.
it is.
See, it even specifies it's called new looking hammer.
Look how many truth bullets it gave you, though.
I know. I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
Yeah, no one. Yeah.
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer. And beat the crap out of him.
Oh, so maybe if
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible. Oh.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
Am I? Surprise beating is blue. I always forget what blue means.
Blue means that you're
Hey.
consenting to it. You're agreeing with that statement.
Oh,
Orange
yeah.
means that you're debating that
Contesting it.
statement.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hammer in the tower is open. Like you said, it looks like that's the case, but... Okay, what else do I have? Chain, pillar fragments, broken doorknob, wire, oil on the door. What am I doing? I'm either agreeing that it was a surprise.
Well, you're either agreeing it was a hammer or you're saying
refuting-
it's something else.
No, you're either
No.
agreeing with the hammer.
I'm either
Saying that it
refuting that
wasn't.
he got the crap beat out of him, or I'm agreeing that it was a surprise. I'm not even refuting the weapon itself. I'm picking a weapon to do either of those things. I don't think he was surprised, but I don't know which of these things would refute that.
I also don't. We know it's not the hammer. The hammer didn't even have blue juices on it.
Yeah, so... I wish
Yeah,
I
it
could
didn't
look
have
through the
any flying
bullets
punch.
here, instead of while the text is going, you know?
Can you open up your...
No, it'll just give me all of them, not the ones I have for this round.
Yeah.
But it's all the weapons. It was like wire, oil on the floor, pillar.
The pillar
mean-
fragments.
You can look through those, though, in that menu, if you know those are in the booth bullet screen.
I don't know what they all are, though, Gav. That's my point.
Say the ones that
It
you
was
do, though. That's
wire, oil on the floor, pillar fragments, knocked over pillar, new looking hammer.
all. The chain.
The chain's the one on the door. Stop, game. Pillar fragments, broken doorknob, not relevant. Wire.
Where's the wire?
Am I using the wire to refute that it was a surprise?
Maybe.
Because he was tied up?
I feel like somehow we may have jumped ahead really quickly in our thought process of how everything happened.
Well, I mean, they certainly have.
I think they're just trying to focus on what the weapon is in this, like, from what they think the weapon is, right from the start, from what they saw.
From what they saw.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
That's why Kazuichi's like, it has to be the hammer.
I know. No, I understand that.
Right.
So, again, what I'm trying to figure out is what we're trying to do.
I would say maybe the new looking hammer on beat the crap out of him.
Because the
Because the hammer's new looking.
So therefore, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I know that we're refuting or agreeing with one of these things, but how do the weapons relate to
But I
that?
mean,
yeah, the fact that it's new looking means...
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. And
Ain't
we've just
be
eliminated
used.
one of the choices.
Yeah. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Faster.
Use that hammer
Faster.
right here.
Keep you.
Obey your
Nice,
master.
thank you,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god.
No, I can't accept the hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? Not a peptopus. If the
Lot of
hammer was
Gatorade.
used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect oil to be on it at least.
Yeah.
But that hammer was clean, so that's why you can't accept it's the murder weapon.
Yep. There was.
What, you like
there
how I
was
say
no
mm.
blue raspberry on it.
Mm.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Why?
What?
She's right.
Obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
They left the
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they could have just discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Sorry, in Japanese, she deadass just called him Chibi Gangsta.
Baby gangsta.
Why? The baby gangster. Me? The fuck?
I feel like she gave him a head pat right then.
I just like,
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys. Not
Sure.
the time and place, Soda.
Sure, buddy.
Kazuichi's trying his best.
He really is.
His best
I
just isn't
thought
that
maybe
good.
you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Just quietly accept. What is that?
It seems that was a waste of time.
Damn!
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru? There's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon. Okay, Ultimate Yakuza, you're disappointing me here. The pillar with blood on it really doesn't look like it could have been a weapon? buddy, bro, baby gangster.
Buddy, bro. I like that baby gangsta has finally happened.
Chris?
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle?
Oh, did I lose internet?
No, we
Oh,
hear you. Aki?
I think we.
Oh, does
It's
she
a
not
little-
hear us?
It's a little slow on my side, I think.
What did I do?
Um,
I picked up
no,
the
you're good.
Fucking headphones. Sorry, everybody.
No, you're...
I'm back.
Poor Aki.
My headphones have a really stupid like extender on them, but it's really sensitive and it unplugs itself all the time. And then it just got really quiet, and I was like, "Oh, I lost internet." No, I didn't. I'm just stupid. Don't mind me.
Nice. If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, his body.
His body was the weapon.
I mean,
for
I
his
I
body.
mean,
His body is ready.
the only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
What? Why?
Girl, you yourself tried to pick it up.
Seriously?
Gundham this time is like, I was there for no. Or no, actually he wasn't.
The
You
way you just said seriously at me in Gundam's voice out of character. So confused.
we tried to move it, right?
It's no use. It's barely budging.
Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh?
Nekomaru himself.
What are you talking about?
Hold up.
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be really easy.
So he lifted the pillar. Then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
I hope I don't have to do a past voices for Nekomaru because I don't have the robot sound.
That's okay. You can just
I
pretend
wanna
to
do
be
it
a
justice.
robot.
It's how we remember him in our memories. It's his normal voice. That's okay.
Alright. You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit son alive.
Son of
I thought I
No,
don't know,
that's fine. All good.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that because everybody else has been like not saying it. Is it something that like Twitch will get us banned if we say the word? Or is it just something that we have been not doing because we aren't saying the word?
I think I was just playing it safe because I don't know how Twitch feels about saying specific instances if it gets flagged for like
Gotcha.
hate.
Okay, then
or
alright, that's
something
it.
stupid.
Because, like, nobody
Twitch,
said
but
it while
YouTube
I
too,
was
right?
playing, and then like every time that I have not been here, like
It just
and I've
has to come
watched
out,
you
yeah.
guys, you guys have all just been like room temperature challenge. Insert robotic voice saying unalived here. So I want to make sure that I wasn't going to say it. And then I was like, I don't know.
No
So, yeah.
worries.
He ain't the type to commit the unalive.
Then even Nekomaru could have, even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
No. Well, I guess you're right.
I have my moments. What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word. Unalive.
By the way, the fourth murder of the Killing School life was apparently ruled a suicide. Sorry, I just said the. We just had a conversation.
You can
about it.
say it as like a topic, but I feel like
I
it
mean,
depends
it's-
on the
it's like-
sentence, right? When someone's like, I
Yeah.
They
I
did.
mean, I guess. Fair enough. I
I
mean,
just like the funniness that he was like, we just had this conversation the night you were in it.
And of all characters, Nagito's just like, yeah, and.
It would be appropriate that Nagito would be the one
Who
to just
doesn't
like
care?
just dive right in at this point.
it's just a
Oh,
word,
he's
guys.
talking about Sakura. F in chat.
I don't have your chat open.
No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would do that. I know we were talking about the parallels between all the cases. I think once again we'd figured out that this one was the locked room aspect, not the potential
Not the
self-done.
I was gonna say you and I and us playing, we definitely what's the word called? Theorized it.
Yeah, the
and
kids
hypothesized
in game
it.
haven't figured that part out yet. They
And
might
also,
right now.
We haven't
but-
technically figured it out either. We still don't actually know who the killer is, so
Yeah.
it could be.
It's true, but nah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have my suspicions, but I'll leave them at that until we know.
But there's a problem. If it's not the pillar, there's no other weapon we can think of. There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Push it over.
Huh?
Let's go.
For reals?
Yes, for reals. Cute.
I see. So my gut was right after all.
I know this is her default smile, but right now, and from this angle, she's like, vindication.
I am correct. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was a murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all.
I just
Solidarity.
feel like we're about to enter a Pokemon battle.
Sonia, here I go. What the fuck?
Oh my god! She called herself out to battle! Sonia, I choose you!
Oh! What's actually happening? From there. Let's see. Wire, good night button, oil on floor. Tipped over pillar. Maybe perhaps. Let's start there. Nagito's still hoity in the corner. There is no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! Hey, I'm getting hella excited.
Hang on, I'm refuting something?
Yeah.
Like it.
So hang on, the two things we had pop up were the weight of the pillar and that it was tipped over. Oh, I can't refute that it was tipped over. It's definitely on the ground. The weight of
Thank
it?
you for the resub, Niwo. 27 months.
The bazaar! I don't know why
Hell yeah.
I said it like
When
that.
When they say tipped over, do they mean like pushed or do they mean like pulled? Because if they say tipped over in the sense that somebody pushed it over, then maybe you can refute that. Because
Because
it
we
could've been
think it was pulled
pulled.
down.
Yeah.
What else did I have again? Tipped over, chain, pillar fragments. Pillar
broken
fragments?
doorknob.
Wire?
Yeah,
I mean, that's the only one you can shoot is that phrase there.
Well,
there's
no, the
one
weight.
more, but yeah, the weight with how
The pillar's weight.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, not quite with it.
I might need...
can we steal one? Like if you stole the pillar's weight and then use it against tipping it over? Like it would exert a ton of force, but also you would still have to push it
over. But even Soda is saying that, like, even I could tip it over.
Do you know that though? Nobody tested
I
that
feel
one.
like, well, in theory, because it's not rooted to the ground, a good shove would still tip it over because of how tall it is.
Mm-hmm.
High center
And they're
of
pretty
gravity.
close to the wall, so you could probably, like, wedge yourself between the pillar and the wall, get yourself a little bit of height, and make the push even easier.
Leverage.
Yeah.
Leverage!
I
So-
just wanted to yell leverage.
So I don't really know what I'm refuting. It's heavy. It was tipped over. These are facts. I don't... What am I refuting?
Was there anything? This
Ow.
is just because I wasn't here for the investigation for
Mm-mm.
most of it. Was there anything on the pillar other than the fact that it was broken at the top That would suggest
we
that the pillar was pulled or pushed
We
over?
found something under the fragments of it. What did we find under the fragments?
I think part of it was where the fragments were.
So maybe bring up the fragments then. By pushing it over, it's like, well, if it the fragments didn't suggest that they were moved, basically, right? I don't remember because I wasn't here for a good chunk of the
And I was here, and I don't remember. That's why I'm legit asking the.
Because I was only here after we switched perspectives to
Nagito.
what's his face. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
What's his loser? And then, so I don't remember actually looking at the body at all, other than the fact that like.
Oh no! Like and what we found under the fragments wasn't even in the art. It was it was like a behold later kind of thing. So I know Nagito found the doorknob, but we saw something else before Nagito found the doorknob.
My brain is mush.
Also.
Gavin, Kris can answer these if it's me trying to remember something we did discover versus asking about the future.
Hey, DM.
I'm trying to remember it myself, honestly.
I mean, because I think the broken, the pillar fragments,
Yeah.
where I think it'll probably say something about they were either under him or there weren't any under him, which would suggest how the
order of the order of operations.
Yeah.
Were they under
Alright.
him?
I think so.
I remember. Yeah, Gav saying. See, thank you, Gav. That's like unlocking something memory-wise,
I
because
mean,
I'm pretty sure that was something I
the
said
info
too.
panel will probably say something about where the pillar fragments were, what was going with them.
Yeah, so
'Cause I
you would take the
remember-
pillar fragments, and I would probably shoot the tipped over.
Yeah, they were under his body, which is what makes it weird. Because if he had
There's
been
a
hit with
however.
it, they should be on him.
Here.
So we're gonna use the fragments as a rebuttal against.
To the tipped over.
Tipping the pillar over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a way to attack
As a
him.
way to use it as a weapon. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
See, this makes more sense. I was like, I wasn't here for them, but I don't remember.
Yeah, no,
what
I was
the
like, I
fragments
legit just
mean.
can't remember. I know there was a detail about the fragments. I did.
Alrighty, yeah. So now we have our truth pillar. We're good.
Fragments of not potatoes.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Tipped. Sorry.
No.
Love you.
Gundham in the back. What do you mean?
What?
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body. Fragments? The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of him. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad. Oh.
No, you gave us good information. If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
Why, you guilty?
Yeah.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about it?
Because it's got blood on it. I just have feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
My instincts are better than yours.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh? There it is.
No, it's your turn. Now it's your turn to go. Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Because you're a wizard.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
Listen, again, you could be sassy toward me for what you found out about me, but everyone else is the same. The respect you have for them should still be the same, you weirdo. You wanna be
Because
Weirdo.
they're all friends with you. They're not treating you lesser, so now he has to treat all of us lesser.
You guys are the same as usual. You're not able to clear a path to the future with your own power, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh. Ha ha ha.
What did you say?
Can we commit a murder in the trial? Asking for a friend.
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you, so I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the fuck?
Hey man, what the fuck?
What the fuck, Dad?
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible. A specific item? Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Destiny. Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
Huh?
I forget, what was the ultimate?
We don't know.
God.
Oh, okay. So, right, only he saw it. And
Yeah,
didn't
we had that window in the room he got to, and he was being all cryptic about it.
Yeah.
say. Right.
The most
Yeah.
anti-meta
Door?
as a player character you could ever be.
I know. God,
The fucking suspense.
the temptation to make an inappropriate joke is killing me.
Monokuma, is it okay to kill during the class trial? I'm asking for myself now.
Oh. We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly.
No, Gundam. No. Gundam, sit down.
I like that. No, I love that Gundam is just like, sure, I'll play along.
Oh.
I didn't know they had a picture of me up there.
No,
Because I'm the one who has claimed dominion over evil and the ultimate weapon.
Oh no.
Gundam is the ultimate one.
Gundam, that's like you're confessing that they used you to kill
Yeah.
Nekomaru. Don't do that, dude.
The murder
Used my unconscious body to beat Nekomaru to death
with the pillar.
Oh god.
with a pillar.
It was my hamsters.
I am he who cuts the insolent cataclysm, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Why are these all yellow like they're important?
They are important. Everything I say is important. Be happy that the whole thing is in yellow.
Sword of victory. I like that Akane is ready to punch him.
It is only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon. And of course my 4 Bidus.
Oh, no, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon since you wield your 4 dark Bidus of destruction. They're so cute. Stop. There's
love
literally
them.
no
I
reason
hate
for
them and love
her.
them at the same time. What the fuck is happening here?
Oh, I just.
Oh, they've been like... They've been
Ever
hard
since we
shipping
got to
shit.
these houses, they've been shipped so hard.
Mhm.
They've been shipping themselves. Look at them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there was literally no reason for her to chime in and add to what he had to say, but she's supporting it. I love this.
Mhm. I see.
Oh my god!
He like,
he has color.
thank you. Baby.
DB
I like that
gangster.
across from him is just a portrait, so it's just like blocked off the square.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
And that's because you ain't
You know
getting
exactly
any.
why.
Miss Sonia, why don't we go off and investigate together? She already left with Gundam. Huh? Twice. Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse? You mean that it rotates 180 degrees and it's not actually the way it looks?
Hmm.
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
I'm supposed to be stupid.
Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
I was wondering if he was gonna.
Hold on, way to just out Hajime! in front
Yeah,
of
I was
everybody in the
wondering if he was
class!
going to do it at the trial. Yeah.
This
What
is the
a-
first time I've outed somebody.
You're a
Except for
shitty
Hajime? What do you mean except for Hajime? If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys. Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet... Why is it sweet? Building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Strawberries and grapes, I think.
Yeah,
Just
just like
sweet.
I think she's making a pun.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
For sure!
Tell us you're simp. Sonia, what the fuck?
Sonia never changed. I shall leave this matter to your discretion. The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too. Okay, I'm willing to accept that the twist here is going to be that that statement is wrong. The two houses connected to the tower, it's not correct. But we also tested it with Chiaki's student handbook, and then we did see that Nekomaru's body was still in there when we went back. So if they're not actually connected by the tower, that's the part that I'm like, how?
I'm gonna say, remember though when we went to go check out Nekomaru's body from Strawberry House, it was rearranged the same exact way.
So it's like the orientation isn't what we think it is, but that they're focusing on the connection to the tower is like, no, I'm pretty sure that part's correct.
Like
otherwise, it doesn't make sense. How are we getting to the same spot over and over again?
I wish we'd seen them. I wish we could show the map, and maybe instead of, I was gonna say maybe instead of the tower rotating or something, that the two buildings rotate.
Like they go around it.
Tower.
Like they might, honestly.
And that's why you always see it in the same direction when you're coming in from it. I don't know.
That would make it a fun house, wouldn't it? Just like spin and spin.
Fun. Get vertigo,
right
bitch!
round, baby, right round.
I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. You did? No, you didn't. Nagito did. Anyway.
Yeah, but we're not gonna give him the win.
Yeah, no, fuck Nagito. We take it.
Wire. Good night button. Tip over. Fuyuhiko's account. Wall clock. Working on a strange feeling in the tower. What the fuck? How is this strange?
Would be the one.
Hold up.
Oh, I think strange feeling in the tower was the truth bullet that.
What do you mean strange feeling in the tower?
That showed that his body was rearranged the same way. That was it.
Yeah.
So it is probably this one then that where I'm shooting at something. Okay. It's just the way it was. It was like I can't use a feeling as a truth bullet.
It's the truth of my feelings, and my feelings are
it's definitely more than a feeling.
Oh boy.
No.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place. So there's the secret of the funhouse.
Is it real? Is that really it?
Weird to say that they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
You've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
The whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but I don't know which part of what they said I'm refuting, being honest. There were multiple statements that we do believe are incorrect, is why I'm...
I didn't even see the yellow text.
If that was the only mission, then we're not doing it. In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are the exact same place. They're not, but am I shooting that with the strange feeling in the tower?
Wait, why are they not?
I think for the reasons Akane, like the walls are different colors.
But we agree, like
And the
we agree
designs
that
on the
based on
floor
the
are
fact
also
that we
different.
saw.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we're refuting Akane then, because we're just saying that like it was the same place on the fact that we walked in, and his body was still there.
So
Maybe
does it
that's
work if
what
I
we're-
shoot either of her statements? They're the same thing. The walls and the floor
And the
being
floors
different.
are both different. I think so.
But Hajime's like, this statement, whenever I let all the text go through and then Hajime's inner thought is typically a hint as to what I'm supposed to be focusing on. So the fact that he is saying, this whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but...
I think it would be the first statement that Miss Sonia says.
The thing is that I guess... My only question is, how would we then prove that it's two different buildings if we did eventually go in through Strawberry Tower and his body was still there?
Yeah, that's true.
And orientated to look at us. If we're proving that they're different towers, how did his body get moved to the second tower within,
Yeah, no, Yaki's right.
Yeah. Like, from my understanding with it is that the tower itself, the center tower where Nekomaru is the pivot point. That part doesn't actually move. Whereas the other buildings, Strawberry House and Grape House, are the things that actually move themselves. You go in the elevator's not moving, but the buildings themselves are rotating.
Okay,
but that's what they're saying, is that they're saying that the tower is two different towers. And they're saying the two towers are the same building.
Yeah.
So we are agreeing that the two towers are the same building, but the way that Hajime is saying it right now is saying that it's not.
So I wonder,
Because the pivot point would mean that it is 100% the same building, which means we cannot refute Sonia's point.
Yeah,
that they are the
Sonia
same
is
place.
saying they're the same building, Carl.
Okay. Mind fog.
I'm just gonna shoot. Sorry, I'm gonna shoot Akane.
I'm gonna shoot Akane.
We're just gonna do what happens.
Oh no!
It's me. I was the killer. It's about
if
fucking
we fuck
time.
up in health, then we can reconvene. It's fine. We got time in health.
Nope.
Okay. So
What does she have to say? Saying I saw
What?
him.
Are you saying I saw her wrong? No. No way. I don't know why the wall should have been different colors.
Like I said, the problem has already been settled.
They're not.
It is the strange feeling in the tower, right?
That's
What
I
are the
think.
other truth bullets that we have?
We've got wire, good night button, definitely not. Tip of a pillar. What is Fuyuhiko's account? Just to double check. Because I talked to everybody this time. Fuyuhiko. Oh, okay. Good to know for later. Fuyuhiko was the one who saw Nekomaru leaving at 5 in the fucking morning. 2 hours before his body was found.
Of Strawberry House, specifically.
Which does mean if he wound up in Grape Tower for us to find him, at that time
We'd have
everything
to
was
go
still
through Grape
operational.
House.
For him to do the whole swap-a-do, however the swap works.
Right, but he would have to he would have to go through the elevator into Grape Tower for it to switch over, right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
we know that at 5 in the morning, somewhere between 5 and the body discovery, the elevator was still working for him to get over there. Or whatever mechanism that's actually switching the towers, quotation marks, is still working. I don't know what I'm doing.
Can we get a hint from the collective
I can tell you have the right truth bullet.
with Fuyuhiko?
No.
No, sorry, with
the feeling, the strange feeling in the room.
strange feeling in tower.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so if I'm not supposed to shoot Akane's statement, then I am refuting Sonia?
Because
She's the only other one.
The thing is, it's hard because you guys have a pretty good sense of what's going on, but we have to remind ourselves that we're behind. We're with the characters.
No,
who
I know
still
that.
think
I know that. I never think of it as what we know when I go into this.
But that's the thing, though, is that you're agreeing with Sonia, but Hajime has no reason to agree with Sonia at the moment because he still thinks that they're two different places.
Okay, so I guess that's my disconnect. I didn't realize that Hajime genuinely thinks that they're two different places because he's the player character. I've literally seen everything that he's...
I was gonna say, not only that, but like,
his inner
he
thoughts.
has seen what we have seen, which is that the body is in the same place.
So yeah, and the thing that I'm
I
refuting
agree.
Sonia with is the proof that they are the same building. That's why I was like, how is this a contradiction?
Because he's a silly goose, I guess.
I
Let's
hate
shoot
how
her.
stupid the main character is. Like this is I'm basing this off of the thoughts I have as the player witnessing his specific inner thoughts, you know? I can't see anyone else's inner thoughts, save for Nagito for a little bit, this specific chapter. So it's like, you were in this room twice.
The Nagito weren't incredibly helpful because he decided to keep most of it to himself. So it's like, okay. So, strange feeling in the tower. Let us shoot.
I have to let it cycle back through again.
Yeah, no problem.
Blah, 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 blah.
Goodbye, Sonia. Down! Counter!
Oh, Hajime.
It's just so wild that Hajime still believes that they're two different places, knowing full well that he walked into the body.
And I do also understand that we've had a few trials, both in this one and in the first game, that the main character does need to say something wrong so that the rest of the characters can point out why it's wrong. But this was just one of those instances where I'm like, nah, I thought we were on the same page, bro. The fuck?
Me and you, MC. What the fuck?
Both of those towers, are they really the same place? Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland? What the fuck, Sonia?
What?
Sonia, we are learning things
What?
about you that I did not think we were gonna learn. Miss Ma'am?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? Doesn't it? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something.
I give Kazuichi props.
If it is, then see, it means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
Also, we know that the door had the whole chain on one side and the doorknob missing on the other side, so...
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, that means we need to think about the structure of the building again. Ah, hello. Time for this stupid nonsense, where I can't actually read what's being said because I'm supposed to smack it. Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body. In the time it took me to go from elevator to elevator? Girl, nah, he heavy. And the whole crime scene. And the blood.
The blood.
Oh, you're moving from... Yeah. We should have all been together during that time, even if they tried to move the body inside the tower. And Monokuma did it! While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around. But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing that moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too? If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. There's a good point there. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake. Sonia, you can't say that.
I want cake.
I do like cake.
So now we're
Sonia
gonna...
does have cake.
Alright, I am debating with something. Broken doorknob, pillow fragments. Oil on the floor, probably. The one thing. There are many different ways. The body and pillar could have been moved. Pillar could have been rolled. Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing. We decree we do. Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time? That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think? It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma's surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. Oh, I didn't even have to read that. He could have moved it all easy as pie. I don't even know what I said. I don't feel like oil on the floor is anything anymore.
I mean, the Monokuma wouldn't be able to move the oil on the floor.
Also, when is Monokuma actually tampered with the crime scene himself?
Monokuma does
Yeah,
not
that
tamper
too.
with crime scenes,
But that's
in one
not,
of our-
that I can't, that's not
one of our
relevant
knives.
to,
Yeah.
to the kids.
That isn't one of our knives.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Broken doorknob.
Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. Everything at the crime scene.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
so it is
it
oil on everything. That's why I was like, I missed something.
We were so close enough. We accidentally sliced the one we needed to stab.
Yeah, and I have to do it over again. This is one of the reasons why I hate this one, because it's like mechanically taxing.
I don't
What's
think
the
this one
fucking-
comes back after this game. Pretty sure it's not in the third game.
Games are actually pretty good, I think.
What?
They're less strenuous, like the new mini games.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
in the next game.
In 3, yeah.
I forget how this one works. I still click, right? I click with the mouse. I don't slice the one I want
Yeah.
to refute.
Yeah.
I believe so. So it's like, hiya.
There. Stab.
Stupid. Multiple doing things. Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor. Huh? When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all the oil is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it. Then, it's impossible to think it was moved. I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's alright. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
I mean, I agree, but not for your reason.
Your nose is bleeding, Soda.
So what really happened? Does this mean that the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
That's where I'm at, TBH.
Rotating building.
No
We have, like,
idea,
one
huh?
Minecraft.
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. That Nagito knows already, but is being a dipshit about.
I'm a dipshit.
The only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues. Hey, Nagito. No! Even Hajime's like,
Ooh,
I'm
Hail Mary.
experiencing physical damage.
And
Emotional
psychological.
damage.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine, I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Monomi in the background.
He's gonna tell my secrets!
Give us the answer, not a freaking hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly.
You do realize you are one of the ultimate students present who are supposed to be contributing to the trial, meaning if you have the answers, you can just say them. I hate him.
So very much.
Hey Monokuma, can we have a murder in
Like
the class
Kyoko was very similar, but she wasn't withholding, like, for the purpose of, like, forcing us to figure it out. When she noticed you were struggling, she would be like, but wait, Makoto, you've forgotten
also-
this. And you would be like, oh, thank you, Kyoko. No one's thanking this
She
idiot.
was also trying to lead
Niwo
Makoto to
calling Nagito the third imposter.
I was gonna say, Kyoko always was trying to help Makoto realize his
Potential.
true potential, which was that he was the ultimate hope, right? He was the ultimate lucky student, but he was also the ultimate hope. And she was trying to help him realize his ultimate potential, where Nagito was just being a fucking douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stab him.
It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determined. Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him? I know.
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Yeah, I know he talked about the life-threatening game. Tai-Chi!
Tampering with the crime scene. It was Nagito! Nagito moved everything around. He used a
Right.
damn wow on the oil.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game and found something, didn't you?
That's
Something.
right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
Your mom.
Gavin.
I don't know. I'm not sure why.
She's the ultimate weapon. In the depths of the in the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited all by itself.
Give me that window. I want to see what you...
And from that window, I saw some very strange scenery. Your mom.
Just tell us.
Strange
That's
scenery?
exactly what I was gonna say.
Well, instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
Why is a camera in the weapons
Picture of
room?
it?
I guess
Well,
that
it
would be
belongs
the
to your
easiest
mom.
way. Like, he wouldn't be able to show us. Okay, enough. He wouldn't be
that's
able
last
to
time.
show us the window any other way, right? So it makes
Yeah.
sense. But also,
Yeah.
you found the camera. You just found it in the room full of weapons.
Pretty lucky, am I right?
Ah, fuck you.
Dabs.
You got it.
You took a picture. Yep.
Oh no, it's the one from the locked room.
hmm
That makes way more sense. Aki, you good?
Yeah.
What? Why would I?
Oh, you got quiet. I wasn't sure if you awayed.
No, I just mentally zoned out. My bad.
Come back.
I was just. I forgot. Wait. Hold on. We found a camera with the body.
No, with the when you did the escape room, there was a camera involved. That's one of the items.
Yeah.
Right. I remember now. Okay. Yes. Brain shorted out. Don't mind me.
I like that this is Hajime's inner thought of how Nagito is acting. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
Grody.
Cool.
See? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Oh,
Let me explain it to you again.
Okay. This is actually kind of what I expected this window to show us, but now I still don't get it.
well, the other building's not on the other side.
I took this picture from the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
What do you mean the other building's not on the other side? That, in theory, what we're looking at is...
The tower.
And the hallway to the tower, and there's nothing on the other side.
Oh...
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why for some reason my brain took it as like the long square part was the tower for some reason. My brain was like, yeah, and then that would be the
yeah.
middle. No.
Yeah. Anyways, I took this picture on the first floor of the Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
Okay. So we are on the first floor. Okay.
But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse structure is what you guys have been thinking, and there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
So... Sorry, I know I'm like, this puzzling it out when the game's just gonna tell us, but like... If this is the case and the tower is just one tower, where have we been going?
That is something
Like-
that's confusing me as well.
Like, the entire thing is... How do I say this? Grape House and Strawberry House itself is definitely two separate locations, at the very least. Like, not like buildings. They could be multiple floors, and this whatever we're in is just taller than we think it is, or shorter, like, into the ground. But that means the elevator is going up and down, but somehow we still come out on the same level of the tower? That doesn't make sense.
We know that the elevator is rotating.
Like,
based on the compass.
They're 100% different. We've seen all the decorations. Strawberry House doesn't have the giant Sakura statue. Grape doesn't have the final dead room. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where are we going? That's my biggest question right now. Like, where?
Like I said, really, really confusing.
Where are we?
Where are we?
This is the
What's going on?
freaking this is the Candlekeep dimension we lived in, y'all. It's like it's just pocket space.
Yeah, you guys, magic now exists in Danganronpa.
No.
That would be so much easier to explain all this.
Now exists?
Yeah.
It's always existed.
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture. Don't be confused, Hajime. Come on.
Then let's begin. Shall